Hi everybody, this is KL Tech Nerd bringing you a highlights video for Satisfactory. Now, if you have not gotten the Christmas update or you've not opened up all your presents, today I believe is the last day where you can do it. This is a quick look at where all the numbers are. It's very, very important that you get it. They have a couple looks into update number 4, which is now going to be the gases update, so that's fun. And they also have 20 power shards, which are very important because they help you overclock your machines. And I can show you some of why that's important later, but right now it's important that we go to our calendar and get the final item. That's right. We now have all 25 items that they gave us in Satisfactory, or I do. Hopefully you do too, because there's a lot of good stuff in that you can take a look at. Some of which is, I don't have them with me right now. Bummer. Oh, I have some of them. I used some of them already on my Holiday Factory. But right now, some things that you can include in there that you can get is important things that you need to unlock stuff like the star or presents. They also give you the quantum computer, which is kind of cool. I am very excited about the quantum computer. It looks like it's going to be a future part of Satisfactory, and I'm kind of eager to see how you can make one. Up next is the superposition oscillator. That's right, superposition oscillator. So if you can get it right now, because you cannot make one right now in the game. And then finally, the fused modulator frame. This is exciting. Nitrate hardened, highly robust. It looks like you're going to need the nitrogen to make it. So this could be your opportunity to get one early on. And there's 20, I've already used 3 of them, power shards. And it's very important to at least go to your calendar and get these 3 items. So you can get some power shards, you can get the fused modulator frame, you can get the superposition oscillator, and then so you can get the quantum computer. And all of those, I believe, are going to be part of Update 4. I'm hoping they are at least. And you can get them right now during the holiday update, which ends today, I believe. So if you haven't already, I would suggest highly go get it, man. What are you waiting for? Go do it right now while you're watching this video. And with that out of the way, let's go look at what I would consider to be the best factory I have ever made. And it's based off of a YouTuber that I watch, and I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to get it wrong, though. It starts with an S. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's go take a look at my Holiday Factory before it ceases to work. Thank you so very much, everybody, for sticking through with this and watching this part. This is my Holiday Factory. Isn't it just awesome? It's actually something like this that I would like to base my main factory off of, eventually when I get down to it. But as of right now, my main factory is not looking too good. I'm going to fix it, though. Probably in the vein of looking something like this, which I think is beautiful. So, without any further ado, let's go looking at it. To start things off, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that I fed everything with just 2 iron nodes. There's a copper node around there, but right here we have our iron node. I did overclock it. This is one of the reasons why the shards are so important, because with what's going on and with what's happening, this iron node is only making like 60. Hold on, all I need to do is do this. Yeah, it's making about 60. So by overclocking it, I can get 90 iron per minute. And then it gets sent over there. And then with this guy, I go, and then I have 90 once again. So together, that's 180 iron ore being made per minute. That is beautiful, because that means I can supply this entire place with just 2 iron nodes and 1 copper node, which everything is around here, so I don't need to have a bunch of belts coming in here. It just makes it look nice and slim. To start things off, here's where I have all my presents going to. I have other presents from when I drained it right here. I believe I drained it on live stream too. I have my tree branches right here, so that's kind of cool. Once again, I have everything off here. I have my candy canes, which are almost full again, so that's cool. And I have bows, which are right here. I have more right here, etc. I tried to keep the ornaments in one place by having them right here. So here's my red ornaments, blue ornaments. Now this is the iron ornaments. This is why it's important to have those iron nodes. And this is why it's important to overclock them, so we can get plenty of iron nodes, or plenty of iron ornaments. And then right here we have our copper ornaments, so we have that's why we have the copper node. And this is what is feeding up and down for the resources. So I try to keep everything pretty compact. I have Christmas presents going up right here. I have the ores going up on the sides, and then on the other side I have 3 more, so that's about 4 total. 5 technically. Okay, so here's the stars. That may not seem like a lot, but I do have this too. These, it takes a lot to produce, so I'm not really surprised that I don't have that many stars, but I do have a lot of these ornaments. So that's really cool. And right here I have decorations. So I have snow right here. Not as much snow, but I don't really have that much making snow. And right over here I have the snowballs. Yep. And then right over here, just for goofs, I did put this, which is the snowball pile. These are kind of like an explosive substitute, but I'm not really too much into it. I did make a bunch of candy cane bashers, so that's getting used up by that. And here's an example of what's going up and down. So right here I have the snowballs going down. Right here I have more of the presents going up. Right here I have all the other items getting filled out. So I have presents going up right here. This is where the presents are going up to the next level. So that's why I only have 4 inputs. I actually have 5. One of them is just very not visible. Right here is where the branches, candy canes, bows. So as you can see, there's a lot of that stuff getting made. Not so much of the other stuff, but it's still all being automated pretty well. And before I go there, let's head over really fast to the Christmas tree building. I am so proud of this building. Basically, each level has 10 Christmas trees. Each Christmas tree is making 15. So that means that each floor is 150 Christmas trees. There's 5 floors, 5 inputs. Then right here I have a mixer. And you don't need one of these if you try to build this. But I did it because in that way, if, like, let's say this one backs up, like this gets backed up, then some presents go over to the other sides. I did cut these off, but because I want the stuff to go into it, not so much out of. And so, I mean, you can also cut belts right here to make it so you can kind of direct the input of where everything goes, which might or might not be a good idea depending on how much where you need your resources to be. But I did that as a quick and easy method. So once again, I was going to cover this, but I'm running out of time, so I didn't really cover it. But so I have all the belt work going down here. It's not that pretty, but if I was going to cover it, it would take too long, and the update is going to end tomorrow. So it's my understanding that when the update ends, there's going to be no presents going down here. So eventually all this is going to empty out. And then when it does empty out, I will not be able to reset the machines. So essentially this whole building's going to kind of almost go into hibernation. At least until next year. I'm hoping that next year we get something similar. That would be really cool if we could get like an Easter stuff, and maybe I'll just use the same building for Easter. It doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so here's another look at that. So if we go up to the first floor, we can see where I'm making the snowballs and the ribbons. I did this because we do not really... I don't really see myself needing a lot of snow, and I'm going to eventually get the explosives anyway, so there's the bows. So I don't really need to worry about that. I do have this storage container right here that's acting as a buffer. So if it builds up, this storage container fills up so I get even more snow. And then right here is where the snowballs are getting made. So this floor is basically ribbons and snow and snowballs. So that's what I dedicated my first floor to. Not that much. But when we get further up in the factory, that's when we're going to start getting a lot more resources. So up here on this floor is when we start getting a lot. This is candy canes. I'm not kidding everybody. This is a lot of resources getting made. But if we go to this floor, this entire floor is candy canes. And then all these candy canes are going out this one output. And when they go out this one output, they're going to go up to the next floor, which is another floor of candy canes. And when you get to the final star, you need a lot of candy canes. So I did use a lot of candy canes, and I can get rid of that now. So we have more machines doing candy canes. I actually don't have all of these hooked up because I will trip my power. I mean, I have a lot of power, but not enough to be able to support everything here. So right here, I have another buffer going for candy canes that are going up to the next floor. That way, it'll not be as intrusive as possible. So no power there. I did cut back a lot of the power on this because it just... I kept running out of power. And I have an insane amount of coal generators, but not nearly enough to be able to support this entire factory. So right here I have blue ornaments getting made on this floor. This entire floor is blue ornaments. And let me see here. I should be able to do this. So I have basically 750 and 810 presents possible getting converted. Right now on one floor I have 28 machines, and then on the next floor I have 26 machines, each making candy canes. So there's a lot of candy canes. And then on this floor I have 17 machines making blue ornaments, and then I have these smelters which are making all the iron that I need. So here's the reason why I overclocked it. If you go over here, this needs 30, right? And then I have 5 of these. That's 150 iron that I need. Now, I did cut back on some because of power, but if I need 150 and then I have 2 resource nodes making 90 each, that's 30 over what I need, but that means I'm never going to run out of input for the iron ore, so I kept it. But so I have the blue ornaments getting made on this floor, and then I have the iron getting made on this floor, thereby producing both things that I need to be able to make the next up, which is the iron ornaments. Right here I have the red. It's the same thing on this floor, just with red ornaments, so I have red right here. Red ornaments getting made. And then right here I have the copper ore getting melted and everything. Same thing here, only now I only need 4, so I only have 4. And oddly enough, I believe I overclocked that node too, but I'm not sure. But I never really had a problem with copper ornaments, so I didn't really feel the need to overclock it. And next up is where I start getting a little bit more compact now. And what I do is this side makes the copper ornaments. So cool. And this side makes the iron ornaments. So you can kind of see what I did right here that I got from... I'm not sure. I want to call him Scaldy, but I'm pretty sure that's not his username on YouTube. But essentially what I did is I used walls. I have this part going up sideways, so all the belt work is underneath this platform that helps me go and then organize my Christmas stuff. So it's a lot cleaner. There's a lot less, like, you don't have a belt going down in between, and then you don't have all the stuff used for balancing. All that stuff is under the floor right here. And I like it. I think it makes it look a lot cleaner. And I kind of am trying to base a lot of my buildings off of the guides that he's given, but I don't want to build exactly what he built, so hence the Mega Factory that's going up. So, okay, that floor we were making iron, and see, this stuff I didn't even connect because I'm overdoing my power as it is. But it's there, so if I need to, all I need to do is connect the output and plug it into power, and then I'm good. This is where I'm making the branches. So, see, I'm already running out of input of gifts and everything. If this event was going to stay with us, I'd change everything around, but as of right now, it's... This whole area has the capacity to be able to have 250 branches getting made. Right now I do have it cut back, though, because I don't need 250 branches. A lot of it's being very wasted if I had everything hooked up. See, this one doesn't even have any presents. Too bad I can't overclock the trees. Anyway, though, so I went over, and this floor is going to the ornaments. So, see right here, I do have a shortage of iron ornaments, but, I mean, it's the last day of the event, and look at how many ornaments I have built up. This is just goofy. And, see, right here is where it's going out, so... I did this on a lot of the floors, but this is the downput, so this is going down into storage. And this one's going up into the area where we're going to make the next item that needs the ornaments. So that's kind of cool. And right here is where all this stuff's going down. And that one line is carrying everything from the other floors. So this is not the only floor that's making ornaments. Kinda cool. So we also have this floor that's making ornaments, and if you count, there's 10 on each floor. Okay, fine, I can't count. There's 9 on these two floors, that's 18. And there's another floor that everything's coming down from. See? So that's cool. So far we have 18, and then if we go to this floor, I believe this floor has at least 9. So that should be 27. See, once again, it's not hooked up. That's because... Okay, so this one has 10, but they're not hooked up because, once again, you saw the amount of stuff that was building up. So I have no problems with ornaments, so why have this floor be powered? Otherwise, it'd be the same thing. I'd draw the power up this side right here and then power it up just like I did everything else. And where does those ornaments go? They go right over here. So this is where I'm making the decorations. So see, all the ornaments are going here. And there's 1 decoration per machine getting made. And then right there, there's, once again, 5. There's 4. There's another line where it's coming down from the top. So, see? That's cool. Anyway, though, so this side is 9. So there's 9 decorations getting made just in that one area. And there's 9 that could get made here. And, wow, I don't even have these things assigned. And this stuff goes, same thing. This is coming down from the other side. They're all getting put down here so they can... go into the storage. And if we go up one more, that should be the last floor with the decorations. There's 3 total floors that I gave to decorations. So, yeah, here's the decorations, the last floor. And each one has 9, so once again, that's 27 decorations possible to getting made. If I had the higher belts, I would definitely have upgraded it, but like I said right now, those trees are going to stop putting out presents. And at that point, none of this is going to matter anyway, so I almost feel like, why modify that tower for just what is going to be less than a day of that one update? And right here is the decorations. So all the decorations are going up here. This is where the candy canes are going. And then they're all going into making stars. So that's really cool. And that is the end of my tower. So I didn't put the middle open right here because I really didn't need the opening here, because I really only have the opening in the center when I have the smaller machines. So I can get away with having 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and then 4. All of the same machines. But this one, I can't fit them anyway because, see, it's too long. So I can't put another machine here anyway, so I just had the center get filled in. I also kind of think it looks a little nicer. Oh, see, so there goes the stars. And oh, there it goes down here. And, you know, I've said this in other videos. I hate the fact that I need to have the openings right there, but there is no half wall that just has the opening right there that's half. So what else am I supposed to do but kind of have that hole there? It's kind of just a needed evil. Anyway, though, so without any other further ado, I just wanted to show everybody this video and say this is my holiday tower. If you need to, go get the calendar stuff, man. You need the shards let you overclock, and that just, the power shards let you overclock, and that just makes everything so much better and so much faster. And I do not have the gel pad, so I'm going to go downstairs and I will cut to downstairs so we can take one more look at the tower and look at it from the bottom, and I will be back in a few seconds. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. This has been my factory highlight. This has been the highlight of my holiday factory, and I thank you very much, everybody, for watching it. If you have not, don't forget to go check your calendar, because there is 20 power shards in there that you can use to overclock your machines, and it's very beneficial. Like, you can overclock your miners and get more resources, or you can overclock your power stuff and then get more power out of your generators. It's good all around to have 20 extra shards that you can use toward anything that you would like to. And there's also 3 items from what I believe is update 4, which is going to be the gases update. So if you want to, you can check that stuff out too. Thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. This has been my factory highlight of my holiday factory. If you like it, please don't forget to like the video. If you want to, please subscribe so you know the next time that I do a factory highlight. Thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all later. Thank you. Bye.